Okay, going into my room. I'm just gonna show how to add this wall to the castle room that I made. Um, I made this room so that from the outside you can see into it, which creates a bit of a problem if you attach anything else to the outside of it. Because from the outside you can see where the wall tapestries and the furniture all are. And I made an add-on balcony for this thing, and you can see where I added it on. It involves a lot of moving of it because it loads in the room and then you have to scooch it out here and line it up with the side of the building. So you're standing out here on the, I added some trees and furniture and stuff out here, but let's say I'm out here, and because I left the walls invisible from the outside or transparent, you can see everything inside the castle room. You know, if you're in here, you can't see. See, I can see my patio area out there, but from inside. So, but from the outside, you can see all of the junk and the doorway and everything. So, one of my friends asked me to make a wall. So I did, and I made it transparent on one side so that it still looks the same from the inside of the building, but when you're out here, there's a wall here, and I put a door on it too. It doesn't have to line up exactly, but it lines up pretty close, and I'm going to show how to get that in place. I made two versions of it. I made one without any vines on it, and I made one with some vines, just so that it would look nicer. So the room, this wall has loaded in here now. It's a lot smaller than it needs to be, so I'm going to have to resize it. I'm going to go ahead and move it down so that it meets up with the bottom of this floor. So I'm going to go up here and get my tool and hold down the shift key while I use my mouse to bring it down so that it's on the bottom. Okay. And then I am going to use the resize tool and make it bigger. I'm going to close this a little bit. You can use your arrow keys to zoom out. And I'll zoom up a little, scooch up a little so I can see how tall this is. Okay. I still need to make it a little bit bigger. Alright. There, that's going through the roof. We don't want it to be quite that big. Okay. It's lined up down here at the bottom. It's lined up at the top. So now we just need to get it in the place where it belongs. So I'm going to go back up here to this move tool and find that and hold down your control key and use your mouse and it'll just drag it right over there. And you can kind of watch. You can see when it's coming through the exterior wall of the castle. So right there, see, you can still see the interior stuff. If you scoot it right to about there, it'll work, and then we just have to, oh, I'm going to have to scoot it down a little bit. It is not the right size. I'm going to have to resize it a little bit. Thought I had it the right size. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're, oh, no, I can't find, there it is. Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger. That should be good. It looks like it's lined up here. And I need to bring it down just a hair. Okay. Now I can scoot it over. And it's lined up pretty close at the top there. I'm going to scoot back. I could have done this before I added the trees. It makes it a lot easier to see everything. You can use your arrow keys to go back and forth across the screen. Now I've got to find the tool so I can move it. Where is it? There it is. Okay. And let's scoot this over. Now it's moving inside, so I'll have to adjust it when I get it over there. There's a lot of adjusting that goes on with this. Okay, I've got it lined up pretty close there. So I'll zoom back out a little bit and scoot over. Okay. Now I can bring it back over here, just so that it's not... See, I can still see stuff through that wall. There is a door on this that I added, so you'll be able to see that, but you won't be able to see the other stuff, or you shouldn't be able to. Okay. I may have to make it just a teeny bit bigger or move it to the right a little bit. I didn't want this video to be super long. Just wanted to... No, I'm going to have to make it just a little bit bigger. Because I think... Yeah. It needs to go over to... It needs to be just a little bit bigger. So, back up here to the sizing tool. I'm going to zoom out a little so I can see. If I didn't have all these trees in the way, things would be a lot easier. This was a... Again, this is a thing that I added on, so let's see, make it a teensy bit bigger. I made this the exact size that it needs to be to fit this building. On either end that has a door. So depending on if you use a balcony outside, it's really the only reason you would need this wall. If you put the balcony at the bottom of the door on this side or on the other side, there's a door over here. And you could use the wall on either one. It should work. I haven't tried it with the other one, but I'm pretty sure it's square, so it should work. Okay, I'm going to move this down just a tad. And it looks like it's in the right place on the left side. I'll scooch over to the right. And it's in the right place there. Close enough. Could scoot it over just a little bit more to the right. I'm going to zoom back. Okay, and to the left just a bit. It should be down here, so there it is. Okay, and then again, you hold your control key down if you want to move things to the side. Okay, that should be it. I think it's lined up pretty good. You can scoot back and check your sides. There's not too much over here that's hanging over. Now, if I go back up here to my little people tool, and oh, I want to lock this in place. You can use this to lock the wall so that it doesn't move when you're moving furniture around. You can accidentally grab the wrong item. Once you've got something where you want it, lock it in place. Those are locked. I've got things like that. There. Now the wall is locked in place. I actually need to move it down just a hair. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to scoot it down just a bit. There we go. Okay. Now you can check it from the inside. You cannot see the wall from the inside because I made it transparent on the other side. So you can still see out the windows. But when you're out here, you can't see all the furniture and stuff inside. I'll get the lock tool. There, that one's unlocked. See, if I scoot around, I can find things that are locked in place. Those are inside the house or inside the castle. And I will lock the wall. And now it's where it belongs. So if I stand out here in the garden and I look, there's the wall with the vines on it. Or I can sit in this bench. There. That's it. And I also have a wall in my Kai with no vines on it. It's just the plain bricks. So either one will work.